Hello everyone, welcome back to BT's Academy Maths. Today we are trying to finish the chapter Linear Equations with some word problems that are come in some previous year papers. So in the last lecture we had learned about the graphical methods, consistency of equations and algebraic methods. And in today's lecture we will be using all those following methods to solve the linear equations that I have brought to you in the form of word problems. Make sure you watch the lecture till the end because these word problems had been repeated in previous year question papers like the previous year paper 2022, 2023 and 2024, and these are very important questions, so make sure you watch till the end. So the first topic we'll be learning today is word problems. So what kind of word problems come? In word problems, we basically have to form two equations from the given conditions and we have to solve using any algebraic method. So the steps we use to solve is, we read the problem carefully, which is the very important step. Then we identify the two unknowns, like we assign them as x and y. Then we form two equations from the given conditions in the question and we solve using an algebraic method, which is substitution method or an elimination method. Then we write the answer in the context of question. So it can be the unit, it can be the statement, it can be whatever they have given the question in. So the tip we have to use is always define what x and y represent at the start. This gives you more marks in boards even if your final answer is wrong. So what I mean by this is, when you start a question, you let something as x. Suppose they have asked you to find the cost of a pencil and pen with some given things. You let the pen's cost be x and you let the pencil cost be y. So similarly, just like this, you're supposed to solve the entire question and it'll be much easier if you do this, and you will also get some grace marks in the question according to the marking. So I'll be showing an example in the following coming questions. So the first type of questions that we will be doing is number based questions. So what they can ask in these type of questions is, they give you numbers in word form. So it's like the sum of two numbers is 18 and the difference is 4. Find the numbers. Look at the example. You can see that they have let the numbers be x and y. Exactly what I was telling you here. So when you let the numbers be x and y, you form two equations. Equation 1 and equation 2. And when you add both of them, this is basically elimination method. So on adding them, you get 2x is equal to 22 and 2 get cancelled on both sides. So you get x is equal to 11, and for y we substitute in any one of these equations and we get 11 plus y is equal to 18. Taking 11 on other side, we get y is equal to 7. Hence we got the final answer as the two numbers are 11 and 7. Coming to the next example, the sum of a two-digit number and the number obtained by reversing its digits is 66. If the digits differ by 2, find the number. This is again a very simple question, but I'll give you a hint. So any number is in the form of 10x plus y, and if you reverse the digits, 10y plus x. So I would recommend using this basic formula to substitute and find the final answer of this question. So hence I'm leaving this question for a homework. So do solve it and let me know the answer in the comments below. So coming to the next type of questions, age-based questions. These kind of questions can be asked related to people's ages, and it's mostly two people and how it can be similar. So coming to an example, the sum of ages of a father and a son is 45 years. 5 years ago, the product of the ages was 124. So what we do is, you have to let father's age be x and son's age be y. Then we form the equation x plus y is 45 because the sum of the ages is 45, and 5 years ago, so we subtract 5 from both the ages. So x minus 5 multiplied by y minus 5, the product of ages was 124. So we equate it. So after using substitution method, we get 45 minus y minus 5 multiplied by y minus 5 is equal to 124. So 40 minus y multiplied by y minus 5 gives you 124. So on solving, you get this equation, and when you further simplify it using the midterm splitting, you get y is equal to 9, or it can be 36. So if y is equal to 9 and x is equal to 36, that can be true, but y cannot be 36 and x cannot be 9 because x is the father's age, and obviously a father cannot be younger than the son, and hence y has to be 9 and x will be 36. So the father's age would be 36 years and the son's age would be 9 years. Coming to a PYQ which was asked in CBSE 2012, and this is a very important PYQ. So the age of a father is twice the sum of the ages of his two children. After 2 years, his age would be equal to the sum of the ages of his children. Find the age of the father. This again very simple. You can let father is equal to x and use variables for the children, and hence I'm leaving this for a homework question. So do solve it and let me know the answer in the comments below. Coming to speed and distance type questions, in this they give you the upstream and downstream of a boat. So they ask you the speed of stream and speed of boat in still water. So coming to example, if a boat goes 30 km upstream and 44 km downstream in 10 hours, in 13 hours it can go 40 km upstream, 55 km downstream. Find the speed of the steam and the speed of boat in still water. So again, in this you use a general formula. First you let the speed of boat and all of that equated to the variables. So the upstream would be x minus y and downstream would be x plus y. This can be used in any type of questions. When you solve this type of questions, just substitute it in the values. So after solving, we get two equations. Equation 1, equation 2. On further solving, we get another two equations. And when we solve them using elimination method, we get 11b is equal to 1. So b would be 1 by 11 and 30a plus 4 is equal to 10. So a is 1 by 5. So x minus y would be 5 and x plus y would be 11. So hence the speed of boat is 8 km per hour and the speed of boat in stream would be 3 km per hour. Hence, using that simple formula x plus y and x minus 5, you can solve any kind of upstream downstream question. This is a PYQ asked in 2015 CBSE question paper and it's the same question repeated. So do solve it and let me know the answer in the comments below. Even though we have solved it and I told you the answer, do solve it by your own again. Coming to cost based questions, this is a very important question because in this you have to find the cost of each pencil and eraser. So 2 pencils and 3 erasers cost 9 rupees and 4 pencils and 6 erasers cost 18 rupees. So to form the equation, you let pencils be x and you let erasers be y. So they have told that 2x plus 3y is 9 rupees and 4x plus 6y is equal to 18 rupees. So as you can see, the equation was already given here and the further can probably be solved by you as this can be eliminated. So when you let them here, you get 1 by 2 is equal to 1 by 2 is equal to 1 by 2. So do solve this and let me know the answer in the comments below. Coming to another PYQ asked in CBSE 2020, 4 chairs and 3 tables cost rupees 2100 and 5 chairs and 2 tables cost 1750. Find the cost of 1 chair and 1 table. This is again simple. You let chair be x and table be y, then you put the equations, and when you get the two equations you can solve. So do let me know the answer for this one too in the comments below. So that brings us to the end of the chapter linear equations in two variables. We had basically covered a lot of categories of word problems today that include age-based word problems, cost-based word problems, speed and distance-based word problems, and other types of word problems. Make sure you repeat and solve the homework that I had given to you, and make sure you write them in your notebook and note them down because these are very important questions that had come in the previous year papers, and I hope you enjoyed this lecture and understood and learned something from it. Do like and share it with your friends who are also preparing for their board exams, and do make sure you like, share and subscribe this video. Thank you for watching. See you later. Bye-bye.